Jason doesn't realise it yet, but this is the load that's really going to make his day later on. Today we're out on the road with Jason, an experienced front lift driver with nearly 3 decades behind the wheel. Front lift runs are a whole different beast. Bigger bins, bigger weights, and lots to look out for. We'll be following Jason through part of his shift, showing everything from point of view bin lifts to the things he has to look out for to keep things safe, and then all the way to tipping off and a wash back at the yard. We'll even see inside the compactor and discover some seriously messy business. It's a jam-packed episode, so stick around and enjoy. Before a single bin leaves the ground, Jason's scanning. Power lines, overhead cables, low trees, awkward angles, it's all part of the lift.
Job that you've been doing for 5 years, all of a sudden they can decide, oh, we're going to put a power line here, and if you just think, oh yeah, it's alright, I've never been one there before, and all of a sudden they put one up in the time you haven't been there, in the week you haven't been there, well then you hit the power line, you know what I mean? So you got to watch. So I've got my spotter mirror here where I look at when I'm emptying the bin. I can see from the corner of that I wasn't too far away from behind me. Besides overhead, just tight spots, because these trucks are a lot bigger than your rear loader. So you got to constantly remember, you got to look behind you, you got to look beside you, you got to look in front of you, you got to look above you. So yeah, you're constantly thinking on this job.
YouTube.
You're going to be on YouTube once it's all done.
That's great.
Alright, so when the video comes out, we'll let you know, you can watch it.
Make sure I'm handsome, sir. Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
You enjoy your day. Enjoy the video, okay? Thank you.
With decades of experience, he spots hazards instantly and explains exactly what he's checking for every time he lines up a bin.
So now, where the bin's located, you'll see on here on the left there's power lines above us. So we've got to be careful. We can't pick the bin up on the spot because we'll hit those power lines. We've got actual warnings on the front of the bin. So what you have to do now is actually pick the bin up and I have to go back. So I'm clear those power lines. Here's pretty safe now, I'm away from the power line, so I know here I'm okay to pick the bin up. Right, this one's for you kids. Bring the arms down. We're going to go into the bin. Put our forks in the pockets. Handbrake on. Up we go. Now I'm looking to my right, just so I can see where the bin is when it's above me. So I can see the rubbish going into the back of the truck. Sometimes I have to give it a bit of a shake because they jam it in, like this one. I'll hear a bit of a bang in a minute. Now we know the bin's empty. Now we can bring it down. Here it comes. There, it's all nice and empty. Lower it down. Bring the arms out. Fold the forks up so we're not hitting any cars on the way out. We'll give old mate a nice toot to say thank you for bringing the bin out. Got a wave. Happy days, guys.
Hazards aren't always obvious either. As you can see here, it's only one small cable that could very easily be missed. Jason doesn't realise it yet, but this is the load that's really going to make his day later on.
Full of milk powder.
Full up, are we?
Oh, it's all milk powder in there. You have fun shoveling out that after? When the lids wouldn't come down, after I emptied the bin, the lids weren't coming down, and I saw in the camera the rubbish is bulging. So I've made the decision. I could probably get one more in, but I'm not going to take the gamble. We're sitting on a payload of about 7 tonne. Not we're chockers, so today it's just that we haven't got the weight, but we lost the room. So there's the brakes, you know, you just go to the dump and tip it off, and we'll grab them on the way back and we'll stick them up for tomorrow. Thank you, have a good day.
The front lift trucks carry massive volumes, so tipping off is all about lining up properly, getting the full load out clean and checking what's left behind. It's messy, massive, and strangely satisfying to watch. Earlier in the run, we picked up a bin that had sticky asphalt in it. Something that really shouldn't go into one of these front lift bins, but every now and then things slip through. Not long after, another load came through full of milk powder. And while running a few more loads might clear some of it out, Jason knows that if those two materials mix and start to harden, the truck could end up with some major issues. So before it becomes a much bigger problem, he has to jump inside the compactor and clear out as much as he can by hand.
And then the water hits it, it's going to go all claggy. The joys of the job, mate. It's not all glitz and grabber. It's all stuck to my boots.
How much fun you just had out of 10?
Minus 20. Knock it. There we go. 7 tonne, yeah. I reckon about a tonne of that was milk powder. When some days like this, you know, it's just bag split, it comes around, you know, got to go in there and clean it up.
Back at the depot, the day wraps up with a washdown.
As you can see by the queue, it's a daily ritual that is never skipped.
We're going to do it, we do it properly. See that safety prop? You've got to have that down to wash the truck.
The truck you can see here is a new Mini, still waiting to be wrapped and get the full bin boy treatment. You'll definitely be seeing more of that soon. Between dust, spills and that leftover tar milk powder sludge, these trucks cop it. Keeping them clean isn't just for looks. It keeps everything running smoothly and stops yesterday's mess becoming tomorrow's problem.
Scrub, it's like glue. Job done. Catch you next time on the next one. Have a good day.